Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Mathew Javier. And now for today's vlog, we're going to vlog Chapter 6 Summary. Chapter 6 Cisco Summary is all about in network layer. A network layer Chapter 6 Summary. So first, a network layer Chapter 6 is the network that OSI Layer 3 provides and service allow end devices to exchange data that across to a network. And to accomplish the end-to-end transport, the network layer uses a four basic processes, which is IP, addressing, encapsulation, routing, and decap de-encapsulation. So the internet is largely based on what we say an IPv4, and which is still the most widely used layer protocol. An IPv4 packet contains an IP header. In the payload, however, IPv4 has a limited number of unique IP addresses available. That led the development of IPv6. The IPv6 is simplified headed several it offers several advantages over IPv4, including what we called including the much better several advantages of IPv4, including better routing efficiency, simplified extensions, headers, and capability of per flow processing, plus IPv6 addresses on based on 128 hierarchical addressing on supposed onto IPv4 with 32 bits dramatically increase the number of IPv4 addresses. So, guys, in addition to hierarchical addressing, the network layer is also responsible for routing hosts require routing to ensure that packets are directed to the correct destination network. The local table of hosts typically contains direct connection and that local network route, the local default route. The local default route is the route to the default gateway. So guys, a default gateway is the IP address of a network router interface connected to the local network destination address that is not on the same network as the host. The packet is sent to the default gateway for further processing. When a router when a router such as the default gateway receives a packet, it examines the destination IP address to determine the destination network. The routing table of a router stores information about connected routes and remote routes to IP networks. If the router has an entry in its routing table for the destination network, the router forwards the packet. If no routing entry exists, the router may forward the packet to its own default route. If one is configured, or it will drop the packet. Routing table entries can be configured manually. Router to provide static routing, or the routers may communicate route information dynamically between each other using routing protocol. And in order for routers to be reachable, the router interface must be configured to enable a specific what you can enable a specific interface. You enter configuration mode using the interface type and number global configuration command using the CLI command line interface. And some of our summary in the chapter 6 is that what we say, server are hosts that run software to enable them to provide services to the other hosts over the network. Application protocols determine how servers and clients interact and exchange information with each other. TCP and UDP define port numbers to manage the individual conversation between servers and clients. The Internet Protocol specifies how data is encapsulated into packets and logical addressing. Network protocols such as Internet describe two primary functions: data link management and physical network transmissions. So what is a domain name server? Server, a dynamic host configuration server, that service that assigns IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and other information to clients. Uh, One is the file transfer protocol server, or which we call FTP. It is a service that allows for download and upload of files between a client and a server. So the next one is email server. An email server is the service that sends, receives, and stores mail in the user mailbox located on the server. Uses simple mail transfer protocol (SMTP) to send mail, and use client to post office protocol, which is POP3, or Internet Mail Protocol (IMAP4) to retrieve mail. Recipients are specified using the user at xyz.com format. So this we called it, and there is also web server. What is a web server, guys? Guys, a web server is a service that is used to transfer information between web clients and web servers. Most web are accessed using hypertext transfer, or HTTP, from server using port 80. HTTP is not secure service. Requests from secure HTTP are sent to port 443. These requests require the use of HTTPS, hypertext Chuchu, and so on and so forth. The other one in the chapter 6 is what is a telnet. Guys, telnet is a service that allows administrator to log into a host from a remote location and control the host as though they were logged in locally. So that is a telnet. Next is, in our generation, instant messaging is a must. So an instant messaging IM client software is loaded in the most computer. Once IM clients authenticate with the server, they can send message to other clients in real time or transfer video, music, and speech file. So that is the instant messaging. And guys, that is some of our chapter 6 summary. Hope you'll enjoy our chapter 6 summary and hope you learn more about it, because in this chapter, in the chapter 6 summary, we are talk about the layer 3, the internet, the layer 3, IPv4, and hierarchical addressing for the network layer, the IPv6, and what we call the routing table entries. So guys, in chapter 6, it may be hard for us to understand, but if you love what you are doing and you have passion for it, you will do it. And guys, that is all for today's vlog. And again, I'm your truly yours, Javier, Mathew, and that is all for chapter 6 summary. And thank you and God bless.